Forever. Dog.
Did you guys hear the sound bit of Trump talking about Ron DeSantis? Because it is hilarious.
DeSantis. Typhoon is a storm, is a hurricane that originates in the Pacific Ocean. Ron
Typhoon.
DeSantis.
No. PHOONE.
This is crazy.
No. Oh, Mac. Oh,
I've been big stretching today.
yeah, big stretching, little vocalizations.
You don't make noises while you stretch?
Well, they don't sound like that. They don't sound like. Mine's more of like a. Yeah, it's more of like a. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Did I just pick me stretch? Is that what that was?
I don't know what it was. No, you like Lady of the Nook. You were the lady. Yeah. You were the lady.
I felt like I was the Nook.
No, you were a little lady. Just a little lady doing a big stretch.
Correction. The Prince of the Pit.
No, that stretch was not Prince of the Pit. That stretch was Lady. Lady of the Nook.
I can't remember. How do you fake stretch? That was the weirdest feeling ever.
Ashley's having tech issues, everyone.
I am not.
You're not. Mac, do you want to just like stretch while we...
Take
Well, we wait.
Take 2 seconds. You're not even have time for it.
It's too late. I stretched. It's too late,
stretched
Ashley.
long enough. You're
I
not doing
stretched.
it right.
I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility?
Oh.
I'm just Ken. Where I
Oh,
see
that's what we're
love,
okay,
she
there we
sees a
are.
friend.
I recognize
What will
it
it
now.
take for her to see the man behind the tan and fight for me?
Mac,
I'm
you're not going to be
just
able to
Ken,
unlady of the
and
Nook
I'm
yourself.
enough.
No, you're the lady. You're Barbie. You're Barbie today.
No, I am.
It was a
Knuff.
Barbie stretch.
I haven't seen it yet, so
No, me
can we
neither.
not spoil it, please?
There's no spoilers to a great piece of music. Okay. There's nothing bad about a great piece of music.
In a musical, I would actually argue that it could potentially
It could
be
absolutely
a spoiler.
be a spoiler.
Okay, well, I'm just going to tell you both. No spoilers. You guys are Knuff.
Thank you
Today.
so much.
Thank you.
Tomorrow. Yesterday. Next week.
Mac, you're in too good a mood. I almost don't like it.
Yeah, Ashley,
I
it's
actually
really...
don't like how
You
happy
know what
you
it
are.
is?
You know when you're happy, you share joy with someone? I feel the opposite right now, and I feel that you should be less happy.
You feel resentful.
I
Well,
feel
you're
I
gonna
don't even
have
feel
to-
resentful because it has nothing to do with me,
Okay.
but I do think that it is annoying.
I can tell you how to fix it.
Oh,
How?
no.
How do we
If you
fix
say
it?
anything about show tunes, I swear to God.
You're going to have to take this carrot juice away from me.
Okay, that I can't do. Where are
Let
you?
me
Are
put
allowed-
you on carrot juice. This is how I imagine.
What is this energy today?
This is how I
She had sex.
imagine.
Mac
that-
had sex.
Shh, Mac is
Mac-
having sex.
Mac literally had sex.
Mac is having
There's two
sex.
times in
That's
a
what's
weekend.
happening. You,
No, I swear it's just the
nailed
carrot
that.
juice.
Don't blame the carrot juice. Don't
No,
blame
it's
this on
not
the
the
carrot
carrot
juice.
juice.
Drinking this is what I imagine. Sorry, trigger warning, milk
Tell
drinkers.
us all about
This is what I
drinking it.
imagine the satisfaction that a milk drinker receives upon consuming milk. But it's carrot juice.
You've never
This
had
is-
milk?
The thickness, no, but like, you know how like milk drinkers are like, dinner, can I get a glass of milk?
They do drink
And they
milk,
like,
those
they
milk
like
drinkers.
drink it frequently. That's me with carrot juice.
Milk drinkers? No. I don't think we're talking about carrot juice here, Mac. Not really.
I used to be a milk drinker. I'm so glad you're having sex. I also have had a lot of sex recently, and it has not done to me what it's done to
Yeah,
you.
I'm like, oh, that's But maybe you're too used to it, Ashley. Maybe you're spoiled. Maybe you're spoiled sexually.
Excuse me.
Maybe you're sexually spoiled, so you're not appreciating it in the same way that Mac is.
Wow. I
Mac
have to
has been
reflect
starved.
on myself. That's
Yeah.
true.
Mac has
I'm
been-
pretty sure, I like regained my virginity. Virginity's not real, it's just a I agree,
You're
but it's
bo-
a joke.
You're a shut, Mac. Don't let the beep boop get to you. It's just a little beep boop, okay?
Uh-oh.
Calm the fuck down.
Oh, Mac.
All right.
Stay out of the beep boops.
You need to calm down, okay? Now listen. I had a bit about you being a born again virgin, but I lost it because we got lost in the beep boop. I lost the bit.
Oh no.
I lost it because of you, Mac. No,
Look what happened.
I'm just tired. I woke up like maybe at 11:53 when I texted you guys was like 1 minute after because I'm still a little jet lagged.
Yeah, Kate, so you've been away.
I've been very far away.
You've
for
been
3
so
weeks.
out of commission and just
I have fully,
gone.
yeah, very gone.
Which, like,
I'm glad you guys
congratulations.
noticed.
Like,
Thank
good
you.
for, like, good job.
I've never done it before.
Yeah.
And yesterday I had a moment of clarity and I was feeling so good. And then I did one show after weeks.
Yeah.
And I got sucked back into it. And I was like, this sucks.
Okay,
Real
wait.
life is the worst.
Wait,
Put me
rewind.
back on a beach with my hot girlfriend. I did not know how stressed I was. You know?
Yep.
And I have taken vacation while as a comedian. Not a lot. But I took prior to 2021, I had taken 2 vacations in like 6 years or something, like just not nearly enough. And then I took 2 in the past 3 years till this one. They were like week-long vacations. And I was like, oh, I feel good, but this was long. Like this was very long. I took 3 weeks off.
You
which
got to, like, decompress and, like,
Yeah.
actually, what's the word? Like, detox. Like, get it
Yeah.
out of your system. It had
Yeah,
to
totally.
take time
I
to, like,
really didn't
leave.
touch my phone.
Yeah.
And well, this can be my update. I have never felt so. Jen and I were together, and we went to Japan. And then Japan got hit by a typhoon.
Oh.
One of the places we were supposed to go. So on the way back home, we were like, where can we go to replace that trip? Because it was like a little couple days on the beach. So we went to Mexico for randomly.
A typhoon is just like a large storm.
It's a hurricane, but originating in the Pacific Ocean, you uncultured piece of shit.
Springfield, Missouri.
Missouri.
Not anymore.
Hick. Oh,
Not
yeah.
anymore. Mac's
No,
having
but
sex
keep
now.
going. I just wanted to.
Mac found the clit again and again. And she might not know what a typhoon is, but she knows about wet weather
I was
patterns.
in a
That's
different
for
kind
sure.
of hurricane.
She's still in it.
She was in the eye of storm. We haven't seen Mac's right hand yet, so there it is. Okay.
Oh no.
I don't
So you
know.
went to Mexico and then
I went to Mexico. I feel so uncomfortable discussing vacation on the internet. Just by the way, leave this in. I because I don't know if it's like the work culture thing, but like
Yeah.
the like, or just being a content creater and you're like, oh my god, like what am I? Do I deserve to go on this vacation? You know what I mean? Like the guilt of all of that. But whatever. I can't take it anymore. I just like I'm a human being. Hello, I'm a human being.
yes.
And this
Yes.
is the Chosen Family podcast.
Podcast. Hey, welcome here. We're your chosen family. Every week we sit down around the family dinner table and we talk about gay stuff because we're the gay family that you never had until
Wow.
now. Welcome. I'm Alayna Joy and I'm your mom.
I'm Ashley Gavin and I'm your dad. I'm a human.
I'm McInGEMI. I am your hot teenage brother.
No, Mac
No,
is so
you're
baby.
baby. You're
Mac
so
is
baby.
so baby. Did you hear the
You're
noise
more
you
baby
made
than
when you
ever. You're
stretched?
bottoming like a little bitch, just getting pounded into oblivion. You can't even think straight. No
Need
pun
carrot juice
intended
to
there.
recover.
You need
I
so much
was
carrot juice
praying
for that
to
aftercare.
God that because we had a little accident and I got a little, marky mark.
Okay.
And I was trying to film content. I learned how to put concealer on, but then I realized that I was going in the ocean.
Wait, I'm
And then I
sorry.
was
I
like-
zoned out at a really weird time. You got a bruise from sex?
She got a
I
hickey.
got a hickey.
You got a hickey?
Yes. But
Mac!
every time this comes up and I
Are
get
you
shit for it.
actually 16, dude?
And everybody's
Are
like,
you
"Oh, you're
actually
16." Da-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa.
Some
I
people
want
bruise
you to be
easier
in
than
my
others.
position.
I do not
Listen.
want to be in your position.
If my
bent
girlfriend
over.
wants to give me a hickey, if it happens, it happens.
Hey,
I
and
miss that
sometimes-
woman
Look,
for
we
almost
love a
2
hickey.
years.
But you gotta be strategic with the hickey. We can love a hickey,
It wasn't-
but
it
you
was
gotta be a
fully
bit
an
more
accident.
strategic.
Because actually, Jen and I had a hickey discussion because we saw a hickey
Okay.
on a man,
Yep.
and we were like, I cannot believe that man has
Left
the
his
hickey.
room.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, exactly. the second thing was we were like, that guy's too old to have a hickey, and then we were discussing hickeys. To get a hickey, okay,
Yeah.
I don't care how easily you bruise. Some effort has to be applied. Some concerted, I am giving you a hickey effort. It's not like a playful smack on the butt where you accidentally leave a bruise. You really have to put in the work.
Hold on,
Hold
girl.
on. You hold on. What do you mean?
I'm
A
also having
playful-
sex.
Sorry,
Okay?
a playful smack on the butt that accidentally leaves a bruise? Do you know how hard it is to bruise a butt?
Playful
Okay.
and
What
kind of
bruise
play-
don't belong
what
in the
kind
same
of playful
sentence.
You've never
smacks?
left a finger-shaped bruise on a butt because you were grabbing a butt in the heat of the moment. This is me grabbing a butt, by the
Yeah,
way.
what kind of butt?
Bro, that
Just
grip.
the teeniest
that
little
grip.
butt.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Has never.
Well, you guys rock climb and I grab butts. We all work out our hands in different ways.
Okay.
I have one more hickey comment and then I'm done.
Okay.
Well, the question that I'm asking before your
Yeah.
hickey comment, take your carrot juice, take a sip, take a break, bud.
Coffee this round.
just tap out for a second.
Yeah. I think that they're kind of like, tee hee hee, I'm having sex, and I'm going to let everyone know. That's
Yeah,
what I
no.
think a hickey is.
When you wear it around, which I'm like not into that part, but I really am on
agree
board with you. Can
100%.
accidentally give a hickey 100%.
No, I don't believe. Listener,
Absolutely,
write in.
you can.
Listener, write in. Is the hickey ever accidental? Or
Yes,
these,
I'm telling you.
these guys are deep. You are in denial. You are in
You have
denial.
two people right here telling you that it can be done by accident.
Listener, please don't put me in the middle of this argument because I fully accept the cringe that is my ex hickey, but can we just not discuss it? I get it. It's cringy. I didn't see my girlfriend forever. She left a hickey on my neck. I'm fine with it.
I don't think it's cringy because you tried to cover it up. So then it's like
I actively put concealer on it, and there were parts in my YouTube video that I edited to layer my regular skin over my hickey skin. I edited, but then there were other parts that I just either didn't see because I wasn't staring at my neck the entire time I was editing, and people were like, "Mac really didn't think we'd see the hickey." I knew you'd fucking see it. I just thought that maybe you would ignore it or something. It's cringy.
We thought that you'd have decorum. We thought you'd have decorum and respect for the human experience.
Mac is a
But
human
you
being.
don't. You don't.
is a human
My
being.
son is a human being. Leave him alone.
Don't you see that I'm in a good mood because of the sex and the juice?
Oh, we see it.
Oh,
Oh, we see
everyone
it.
in America sees it, Mac. You had sex. Congratulations. How'd it
This is
feel?
the worst episode ever. I'm so embarrassed right now.
No, it's really funny. I think it's super funny.
Listener,
Mac, this is why
be nice.
you're having some you're having imposter syndrome right now because this is probably the
sex?
most you've ever spoken. No, for being
sex.
on
Oh
the
my god,
podcast.
you're so right.
You can have a imposter syndrome with sex, though. You can.
Oh, totally.
I've had it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
I wish my hickey would have gotten imposter syndrome.
It can happen. If it can happen to me,
Ashley.
it can happen to you, kid. What is this?
Something's not right.
What?
Well, you look a little sleepy. You look a
I
little
am sleepy.
sad.
I told you I woke up
Yeah,
5 minutes before.
You just
this.
look a
I'm
little
not
down.
sad. I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. In the
Okay.
morning, I take a minute. I take a minute to adjust in the morning. I'm not like you, Alayna. I can't clear my head and be like, I'm not gonna check my phone. So when I wake up, I need a few minutes to return to my real state, and
Right,
you
but-
are watching them happen right now.
But what I mean is having that kind of sleepy look on your face and being like, even me, Even me, believe it or not, I have had imposter syndrome during sex. Yes, yes,
is
it's
hilarious.
surprising. Even me, like it's the way your eyes are barely open. Believe it or not.
This is hilarious. I love this impression. It happened to me.
You're
It could
like,
happen to you.
Czar of sex. Czar of sex. It happens to all of us.
A little bit giving like Godfather almost.
Yeah.
I get imposter
That's what it is.
syndrome in sex too. It could happen to you. It happened to me.
You come
I
to
can't
me
do
on the day that I have sex.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Which is every day if you're Ashley. Because she has a lot of... Now I just sound like Trump.
Bro, no one knows more about sex than I do. But sometimes, no, what am I talking about? I'm so good at sex. It's huge.
It's huge.
But,
Guys, did you guys hear the sound bit of Trump talking about Ron DeSantis? Because it is hilarious. DeSantis.
Typhoon is a storm, is a hurricane that originates in the Pacific Ocean. Ron
Typhoon.
DeSantis.
T-Y-F...
No.
P-H-O-O-N-E.
This is crazy. This episode, this hit it. That was it. That was the shark.
Missouri.
That was the shark, and we jumped
Oh.
over it.
Missouri.
Okay, this is hilarious, you guys. This is hilarious. There is a soundbite of Trump talking about Ron. First of all, there was a time where he called him Meatball Ron. Second of all,
Meatball Ron is great. I love Meatball Ron.
he said, what is it? DeSantis?
DeSantis.
Okay.
Correct.
He said, the problem with Ron DeSantis is that he needs a personality transplant. And those, unfortunately, are not yet available. Isn't that fucking hilarious?
Mac, talk about your sex. That's what everyone wants to hear.
You guys might have noticed that my hand got bigger.
Are you
What?
shocked because the mic is small?
Are you serious? I was like hoping
Or
this
are
would be
you
a
Mac,
whole thing, like
or
I
are
was
you
gonna make you guys
making
crazy.
a sex joke?
Mac, can you do a sex joke, please? Also,
Oh, wait,
where the
that
fuck are
was-
you?
Did I get it? That was the thing that you were gonna say. Is it's a small
Yes,
mic?
I had to get a different mic because I left my mic at home. This is a very small. This is
You
a-
guys
a
may notice
nano
that my
version
hand
of
has
my mic.
gotten smaller.
You guys may notice that my hands are constantly fidgeting at the bottom end of my shot here, which I don't realize is happening when we're recording. And then when I'm reviewing the episodes, I'm like, oh my god, they can see my fidgety little fingers playing with my rings
Oh, and
just
they will beep
fidgeting.
boop. They will beep boop about it.
And I'm
No
like, I
question.
need to learn how to sit still. I didn't know I fidgeted that much until I saw these.
Alayna, you're
goddamn
perfect in
episodes.
every way. Don't worry, everyone fidgets, okay?
I'm gonna sit like this for the rest of the episode.
You kind of look.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
Okay.
Why are you doing
don't
that
know.
to yourself?
Just be you.
Okay.
Mac, if you don't talk
Hey,
about this
you're
sex,
enough.
the internet is going to throw their laptop across the room.
I'm not having that much sex.
Really?
I'm having all the cuddles. Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
That's really sweet.
Been
That's nice.
just
Kind of annoying.
dancing and talking and snuggling and doing the thing where you look at each other and you're like, I love you.
Oh, I love that thing. I love doing
I
that
know.
thing.
It's really cute. Although I will say, my girlfriend is extremely ticklish. I'm a lesbian. I caress. Like, put it on a t-shirt. Lesbians caress. Okay? And so, like, I'll lightly touch her arm or something. Like, she's like,
Yeah.
hee hee. I'm like, bro,
You're like, this
I'm
is a
trying to
serious
be
moment, babe.
cute and sweet, and it just doesn't work. So I don't know if lesbians write in. Has caressing ever harmed your relationship?
I love this Mac.
Yeah, this Mac is fun.
I'm
I
not
like
even
this
this
Mac.
happy. I don't know why I'm like
I'm not even this happy. You're
like I
confusing
just told
yourself.
Alayna before I got on, like I read a comment that pissed me off. Like I don't even it's the juice.
It's not the juice. Look
not
how
the
full
juice.
that juice is. You can't. You're trying to tell us that juice that you haven't opened. That's an unopened carrot juice.
It's the vibe of the juice, Alayna.
It's the
Oh.
vibe
It's
of
the
the
excitement.
It's knowing.
Sometimes it's the foreplay of the juice that's actually better than the juice.
I see. Okay, I see. That's
I think
fair.
my girlfriend is out there buying ingredients to make bowls. We're gonna start making. Bowls.
Yes. If you
make
want
bowls?
bowl tips, that's like what my favorite meal. Well, my girlfriend.
Bowl tips.
Yeah, she makes a mean bowl. Like it's like next level.
You
Yeah.
guys have to be more specific. There's too many varieties for bowls.
Well, we do. So we used to just generally do rice with like a bunch of stuff, but we've upgraded.
Oh, you're talking about a savory bowl.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking
like
about
a dinner bowl.
Sweet breakfast bowl.
No.
Ooh.
What?
No, I think I'm actually.
I
might be
can't
with
do
Ashley.
sweet for breakfast.
No one is against the acai bowl. Okay, you're the only person.
Okay.
You.
I'm.
She can't do
You
the sweet.
really? You don't. She doesn't
can't
like
do
sweet.
the sweet.
She can't.
too
It's
much.
just too
I
sweet.
and listen, I'll tell you, I'll start my day and I'll crash. I will crash. I can't do the sweet that early because coming midday, I'll crash.
The thing that I was gonna say is that when you are as sweet as I am, you don't need that extra sugar.
Oh my god.
You don't need that extra sugar when you're as sweet as I am.
Oh my god.
The sugar comes from within. My pancreas is making it for me.
Okay, diabetes runs in my family, so rude.
Okay, well. I
Have you considered that diabetes might run in my family, Ashley?
have considered it, and I said it anyway, honestly,
Oh,
because I felt like you deserved it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my boy is being so sweet.
No, we do
Well,
make a
we're
mean bowl.
crazy.
The thing
We're
that
all a little nuts right now, and we're reacclimating to each other and the vibe.
Sure.
You guys feel that? Alayna, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
It's almost like we woke up together.
we didn't.
Remember when we did that? Because we were husband and wife.
Oh, I was like, wait, no, I genuinely
And
don't.
I was in the crib
You know-
and I was like, let me out of this prison.
Oh, yes, right.
No,
Yes, I
remember when we did that in real life on the episode where you put your finger in my ear so gently? And then we shared a moment and we woke up the next day together and we were like, hey, we can't do this again.
Look,
It'll be confusing for Mac.
look, I will never forget the feeling of your ear against my finger, but
I won't forget it either.
I don't remember the waking up together part.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't think it happened. I don't think that
Did you
part
black out?
happened.
Wait, Alayna, if you don't remember it, that really puts me in an uncomfortable position because consent is really key to me. So I didn't realize you were drunk off of the love that we. I know you hadn't drank that day because I was with you the whole day. But were you drunk off of the love?
It's possible.
Wow.
It's
Well,
possible.
I was gonna actually ask you about your sister.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wait, I thought you had a serious question. When you said
No.
I want to ask you something, I was like ready for it.
Well, are you ready for this?
Less so.
Well, it's not like a non-update. It's like a non-question. Did you tell her not to talk to us anymore?
No, I have no idea. Did you message her? I don't want to defend this. I don't want to act. I don't want
Why
to
is
now
it
be
still-
somehow.
why is it still
You've
us?
put me.
That's fair. That's really fair. That's totally
I
fair.
followed her back and that was the end. That was it for me.
Well, you're not in an open relationship.
I'm not in an open relationship. I followed her back as my co-host sister. But yet here I am.
And nothing more.
Here I am in the us.
Here I am in the us.
Here I am in the us is a great way to describe how quickly lesbians move into a relationship.
No, I think
I'm gonna send her a message.
she is in a relationship fully right now. Yes. So perhaps,
Oh, then
That
I'll
has-
leave her alone.
but I don't know because I haven't talked to her about it.
That's really unfortunate for me.
Ashley, repeat after me. I am happy for you. Congratulations. Well wishes.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Signed,
I-
Ashley.
I wish you the best with this lesser man. I hope that he finds a way to accidentally leave a bruise when that would be cool for you.
This is Ashley. You're off script. You're off script. We're like, oh no, Ashley's off script again. Danny,
Uh-oh.
Danny, get the
Jen,
cut ready.
Jen, this isn't
Danny.
a no thing. This is a Jen thing.
Jen, help.
Oh my god. Jen is just the sweetest baby angel. I love that woman more than anything in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
I love how she tells me to shut the fuck up when I'm off script. I love the way that she both like gives me advice without stepping on my toes. It is such a wonderful quality about her, the way she is able to like, she just has such a lack of judgment. Like it really feels like, we used to say when I was a camp counselor, there were a couple things. Actually, the woman who taught me this phrase, my camp director from when I was a kid passed away. And the funeral is coming up in like 5 days. And I love this incredible storyteller. I mean, just the most wonderful woman. But we used to say to the kids, I love you, but I don't love your behavior right now. And it feels so awesome to feel loved in that way, where it's like, I'm saying this because I know this is what you want. And I feel that. Like, I don't feel any judgment. I don't feel like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, we make each other better. Like, truly, we make each other better, and we don't judge each other. I love that about our relationship. And I love that she's able to, like, help me be a better person, and hopefully I with her. But, yeah, I just absolutely adore that about her.
Well, and it takes a level of trust to even accept that from somebody. Like, it speaks to her.
That's true. I wonder if
person.
it is actually the trust.
It also speaks to you, and it speaks to your relationship, that you can, because someone can say, I love you, but I don't love your behavior. And you can be like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know,
You're so
but
right.
to still be able to hear the
I love you.
yeah, to be able to hear the I love you within the I don't want to say criticism, but within the advice or whatever it is, the discussion.
It's more like advice, and yeah. But anyway, I'm crazy about her. I feel very crazy about her after this trip. Because we're very independent, and I won't get into it more. We'll save it for the next episode, which we'll be doing next week in these clothes. But I gotta be honest. Okay. Any moment away from Mac on this episode feels really like a waste of time. And I feel that Mac should be the star of this episode.
No, I think she already is.
If you guys put the spotlight on me too much, I'll crunch. So just while it's here, it's here. Like I'll dissolve, I'll flutter away.
But I have an update though.
I was about to say,
can I co-star?
Like, what's up with you?
I mean, lots of things, but the update that I will give is, I guess when this comes out, I'm like going back to school. But I have decided, we talked about this a while ago, that I was like, oh, I'm in like the non-thesis program.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to fucking say. I knew it before you even brought it up.
Well,
no one is going to be surprised by this news.
Well, no, I've decided to try to switch into the other program, because it's strange. You have to completely reapply. It's not just like,
Alayna, you're going to get into the other program.
Not necessarily.
You beautiful piece of shit.
They adjudicate your everything next to all the other applicants that are coming in, just the same. So it's an even harder program to get into.
And you will get into it. You will get into it.
Not necessarily. Really not necessarily. Truly not necessarily.
Oh my God, Alayna. I cannot stand you sometimes.
Actually,
I cannot stand your
let
humility.
Her live her truth. Let her live her truth.
This is not her truth.
We will live our truth. Our truth.
You have sex imposter syndrome, and you don't need to have it. Alayna has general imposter syndrome about everything, and you don't need to have it. I don't let my imposter syndrome show on the program, but trust me, it is there. And I might need to have it.
Well, so I'm reapplying. But so that's like exciting.
That's huge. Congrats. And
Thank you.
Congrats on getting in.
Well, stop it. Actually, that's like, I won't know that for a long time yet. But
they're going to let you know tomorrow. They're actually going to be like, you don't need to do this. This is so stupid that you're doing this.
That you don't need to do this. No, because I actually met with, whatever. That's a whole other thing. I do need to do this. But something I'm excited to kind of continue talking about on the podcast and just generally is the research that I'm interested in doing, because as a part of the application, you have to do a research proposal, because that's basically the only change that happens with me if I were to switch programs. What's different is that there's now a research component in a way that there wasn't in the other program. And yeah, I'm interested in looking at, to paint it in broad strokes, queer sex and shame. Depending on where the research is at right now, also looking at like mindfulness and self-compassion as components of that. But from the lit review I'm doing, it's almost like there's already been so little research done on queer sex in this way that like I might not even get to the self-compassion mindfulness piece, because you need to
The basics still need covered.
The thing is, I'm not in the program, but the topic that I'm covering is so groundbreaking that I might not be able to cover everything that I'd like to cover.
No, that's not what I'm
So
actually...
the thing is that I'm going to actually reapply twice to the program so that I can get in and do both pieces of research. And I probably won't get to do it because, you know, I'm such a piece of shit. There's no way I'm going to get in again. Alayna, you're a star. Why can't you just accept who you are? You're a 1 in a million shooting star.
Stop doing this.
Never.
Stop.
Never. I will never stop uplifting my friends.
Stop, you're making me sweat. It's hot enough in this
Yeah,
room.
it is.
You need some carrot juice.
Carrot
So
juice
that's
for
my
bottoms.
update. And I feel like I can continue
Should we take a question?
talking about that if people are interested. Absolutely, we should. Who wants to look? I can look. Mac, you want to look? Ashley?
Yes.
I never look.
No, that's why I wasn't even going to say, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to leave Ashley out. Just in case she does want to look today.
You know we all have certain responsibilities.
Absolutely.
Looking is not one of mine.
Okay. I made like 4 friends at the rock climbing gym that like followed me, and so they like came up and said hi, and they were all so nice. And now we have like friends down here.
Yeah, because they were out at the rock climbing gym.
This is what I'm always saying. How do I make queer friends? How do I make queer friends? Go to the rock climbing gym. It doesn't matter if you climb. It doesn't matter if you want to keep climbing. Just go.
Oh, I've made so many friends at the gym. 100%.
Okay.
There are also other rec sports leagues. There are literal gay
Yes.
sports leagues. They're
Yes.
very common. They're great for making friends.
Yep.
Tons of people do them.
Volleyball, dodgeball, softball, soccer. Like, I know queer leagues on all those things. Oh, this is kind of tied into maybe a little bit what we've been talking about. Did you have either a personal or professional mentor growing up? That speaks to me because I definitely had a mentor. I've had a couple, but I had a professor in my undergrad, and he was, I mean, I could probably, yeah, I can say his name because it's all wonderful things. Dr. Michael McIntyre. And he was my supervisor on my thesis.
That name sounds like a name out of a book about a mentor. It sounds like,
right.
I mean, that's so idyllic and cute.
Michael McIntyre, and he always wanted me to call him Mike, and I was always like, Dr. McIntyre, and he was like, call me Mike, and I was like, Dr. McIntyre. And he's the one that got me started on mindfulness and compassion, because he did a lot of research around mindfulness and all sorts of things. He had a huge impact on my life, and he was my like top reference for these programs that I was applying to. And then he passed away in the middle of this whole process. And yeah, that was...
I'm so sorry, Alayna.
Oh, it was like... He hadn't been well for a while, so it's not like it was a complete shock, but it was a complete shock. And the fact that I can't like tell him that I got in is like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's the part of loss that people don't really talk about. You're not missing the person. You're missing the future with the person.
Yeah, and he was just this wonderful, incredible man, and I have so much in my life to thank him for. Yeah. So that's
What
the
made
mentor
him
that
a
I
good?
want to.
What made him a good mentor?
Oh, he believed in me, and he gave me chances. Like, he gave me a shot, even though I had, basically, I was in one of his classes, and it was like after the first couple of classes, like right at the beginning of the semester, he had no idea who I was. I didn't know this man, but he spoke about mindfulness, and I had never heard of this before, and it spoke to me, and I sent him an email basically being like, hey, I would love to work together. I have no experience. I know nothing about what you do. You have no reason to believe that I'm good at anything, because I have no track record or anything. But like, I'd love to work together. And then we met after class the next day or something. And he was like, okay, yeah, like let's try this. And that was the start of him then being my thesis advisor. I RA'd under him, I TA'd under him, he gave me a shot and then allowed me to like follow my own passion. So I don't know if all universities are like this, but where I did my undergrad, you could take courses that were called advanced reading and research, which was essentially where you create your own course. And you just need like a supervisor. So he let me do advanced reading and research classes on mindfulness and compassion. And so I was able to like get credit hours studying this specific thing that was then going to help me in the rest of my career and whatever. And yeah, I don't know. He was just lovely and supportive and a wonderful man who I think touched many people's lives. So I've had a few mentors, but I'll name him.
I feel like the mentors that I have had have all, my best mentors, the ones that have meant the most to me, have all been in when I was working in computer science, when I was a student studying computer science. But when I got to school, Microsoft had given a grant to my school to basically work on computer science curriculum and make it better for encouraging women and people of color to study computer science. And that involved tech, because we had to build out this sort of robotics thing. I won't get into it, but we used a robot to teach computer science. We had to build the robot, and we had to build the platform, the interface for the students to interface with the robot. And I was a freshman. It was my first semester. I had taken high school computer science with a different teacher and mentor who let me move at my own pace. I was a senior in the freshman class, and he just let me go. And I was never a smart kid. They almost didn't allow me to take computer science by the school. And this teacher was like, this new computer science teacher was like, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, let this girl take computer science. And I moved through the full 4 years in the 1 year. He just let me do whatever I wanted. It was awesome. And then I got to Bryn Mawr, where I went to school, and I applied for this job as a first semester freshman with very little computer science knowledge. And the professor, when they hired me, to work on this research, I could not believe it. And they said to me, you had the least experience, but you had the most enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't believe, which is, by the way, and this is documented. I don't know if you know this, Alayna. This is one of those things that you probably know from your work, but like, the enthusiasm and confidence is a way better indicator of future success than any skill level. Like, the amount that you want to do, like, skill level is such a garbage. You need it eventually, but like, if you can maintain your confidence and your enthusiasm and a growth mindset, you can figure anything out. It's far more important.
The amount of times that I've achieved something or been granted something and then later been given the feedback that it was because of, your enthusiasm, because of like the way that I showed up and my excitement and like drive for whatever it was.
Yeah. It's true. It is truly that old dad saying of just like showing up is 50% or whatever. It's so true. It's 100% true. So just show up, and then, yeah. And that's why, because those people have only existed to me in computer science, and I think the reason they exist more in academia is it's this place where it's like, in Hollywood, in comedy, the level of competition and ego and pride is fully insane. So that's why it's so important. And to me, that when I do my other podcast, we have people on with just absolutely no following, and we raise people up with who are just great, and you should just know who they are. And it's not good for my numbers. It is bad for my numbers, actually. But I would love to make comedy more of a space with more people realizing that they can be mentors to other people and still have really great careers. Yeah, because it's a silly place, especially within the queer community. Yeah. And women do it too. We really tear each other down. It's not, we shouldn't, we have such a, and I'm not saying it because we're women, because we're queer. It comes from a place of scarcity that has been created. It's the world that we live in. But we need to acknowledge that it's not real. And we need to give each other opportunities. Lift each other up, of rising tide, whatever. I don't know if I'm not trying to make myself sound like a saint in there, and I'm worried about the beep boop, but I just think that's really important. I think people need to hear that. Go out and be a mentor to someone else in your life, in your profession, especially if there's lacking.
Right.
In that. Yeah.
Well, and I think the through line between the mentors you were talking about and the mentor I talked about, and even if I think about other mentors in my life, it's like meeting the person where they're at. So like a professor meeting students where they're at and letting you go at your own pace, letting me follow my interest, and then meeting people where they're at, having a co-host on your podcast that has a small following. Like, that's meeting them where they're at. I think maybe that's what makes a good mentor. Mac, you got a quick one?
You guys, honestly, I mean,
shut the fuck up, you piece of shit!
Shut
the fuck up!
That's seriously, that's the answer. I don't know. There weren't mentors in my hometown because nobody was, queer, or, people weren't doing film stuff unless it was, indie film bro type thing. Even when I got to college, it was, that kind of stuff. There just wasn't people around that would have been a mentor. Maybe if I'd stayed in school, I can think of a couple professors that if those relationships continued, they probably would have been. But I didn't. I dropped out. And I don't know, if I hadn't done this podcast, this just isn't conversations that queer people my age are having, really. Maybe it's just where I am. Maybe it's my corner of the internet that it's not really happening unless I Did I cut out?
No.
Oh, okay. That's awkward then, because I just stopped.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Happening.
Okay.
We could hear you the whole time. Except when you stopped talking.
Okay, that's so awkward. I hate that. Okay. That is really awkward. Okay. But anyway, I feel like this past year, the things that I've learned are just things that I wouldn't know. And it's just stuff that I wouldn't know. It's just conversations I really wouldn't have with people, and things that you only learn through experience. I'm being gifted before I even have the experience, or despite not having the experience.
Like not leaving a bruise on a butt by accident?
Like that. Exactly like that.
I still cannot wrap my head around
that's really
what
important.
Kind of playful smack could leave a bruise. Listener, please write in.
It's more of the grab. A finger.
Well, yeah, but you gotta grab hard to leave a mark.
Maybe she bruises easily, like you guys said.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah.
Oh, now you believe that?
Yeah, suddenly.
Nobody bruises that easily.
Well, they have different strengths.
Okay. Thanks for listening, everybody. This has been the Chosen Family Podcast. Patreon.com/Chosen Family Podcast.
To get your question answered.
Truly could not do this without you. The Patreon is the reason that we can keep doing this podcast. Because we're queer and that's people don't want to put ads on. I don't know what's going on with ads right now, but it's scarce out there. It's rough.
Love you guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Chosen Family is a Forever Dog production, hosted by Ashley Gavin, Alayna Joy, and INGEMI. Edited by Danny Jewell, executive produced by Mariah Nicholas. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm.
Forever.